Hi guys, I'm back. And today we're going to try mixing the ready mixed pouring paint from Artist Loft with some of the tube paint. I have found on every single pouring paint mixture that I have found out there that it tends to be a little on the thin side. And also with the Artist Loft ones, I have found that almost all of them are transparent, if not all of them. So I like to use a little mixture of opaque and transparent. So what I'm trying to do is thicken up my Artist Loft ready mixed pouring paint with some of the Artist Loft tube paints. So I've done that. What we're going to do today is sort of a tree ring pour type thing and let it go down the canvas and sort of tilt it side to side and see if we can't get all those little fingers that we like and see if this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to work. I've never mixed the ready mixed pouring paint with any of the tube paints to make them thicker. So we'll get started by going through the colors. We've got the Artist Loft, the tube paint in phthalo blue, and then the mixed paint in bright blue. We've got aqua green. Both of those are aqua green. And we've got the white. It's this titanium white in here. And then we're using the flow acrylic, which is not titanium white. Then for the yellow, we've got bright yellow and deep yellow. And then for the sort of vermilion color, we've got bright red mixed with brilliant magenta. So I'm just going to get these out of the way really quick and see what these are going to do. Our little, I think this should be enough paint, I hope. And I think we'll start with this does not have any silicone in it. It's quite thick. This is really the thickness I would have for like a paint pour, an acrylic pour with cells. So I don't know, this may end up being a little too thick, but I don't want it to be too thin because all the paints will sort of blend together. So I like to, draw in my paint and see if it's going to leave a mark for about 3 seconds. So let's just start pouring. We're just going to pour down the cup so that hopefully we won't be mixing too much paint. I really don't want to mix these colors. I just want to set them on top of each other. We're probably going to end up using almost all of these paints. Almost all of it, so we won't have much left for like a pour afterwards, unfortunately. I'd like to see if this would work with a pour, but I'm almost out of these ready mixed paints. And they are kind of costly. So, I don't know, do I want to do white again between all the colors? I don't know. Yeah, let's do white again. And we'll do the blue. And the yellow I actually mixed with a hint of some of the flow acrylic just to make it opaque. Because I think the opaque colors do better with this kind of pour. Even still, it looks a little transparent. I didn't want to mix it with too much of the white because I didn't want it to get too pale. Working on the canvas. Let's do one more white. I think that should be okay. We might have enough left over before we can actually do a little pour with it for the next video. We'll try. We'll add a little silicone to it and see how it goes. Now I have this canvas. It's on push pins, of course, and I've got it set up at an angle so that hopefully it will flow down And we kind of have to watch it so it doesn't go off that direction. We're just going to start pouring it. Whoa, that's already wanting to go off that side. Top. And boy, those colors are mixing. I gotta set this down again so I can not drip it. There we go. Ooh, the cup is super pretty. Look at that. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. So first I'm going to go off this way because I want to get rid of all that ugly red. Cover our little caps out of the way. Don't really know at what point I want. There we go. That should be good. Now we're going to hope to go slowly down. It kind of went wonky, but I think that'll be okay. It's really pretty. I almost wish I could keep it like that. That's so pretty. I like the way the white kind of mixed with everything, but you still have a little bit of definition of the colors, which is definitely good. Probably need to put something wet on the canvas. I feel like I need to. So I'm going to turn this over and put these on some higher. I can find my, sorry, my arm is in the way. Oops, don't tip it over. On some higher stilts here. There we go. So it can hopefully travel down. It's not wanting to move a whole lot. So let's we'll scrape the paint out of here. Scrape what's left. So we can get it kind of moving there. It's very thick, so I'm not surprised it doesn't want to move. But you see, as soon as I put that wet paint on there, it's kind of wanting to move again. Look at that. See, it worked. There we go. It's moving again, slowly but surely. Ooh, we have a drip right there, I guess, from the cup. So let's get that out of the way. We'll go ahead and pour some more white on there. Just so we can get that canvas wet. I didn't want to pour white all over the entire canvas because the white may come back up through. And I don't want it, you know. Let's just go ahead and use your palette knife there. And we'll tilt it in just a minute. I know that waiting for it to flow down is excruciating. There we go. Nice wet canvas right there for it. And if that comes up through there, at least it's a pretty color, right? Okay, that should be good enough. Now let's see if we can, look how pretty that is. It's just pretty. I love the little fingers it makes. I just would like to keep as much of that as possible. I'm afraid we're not going to have enough. Might have to pour some paint up here. Definitely. So that we can get this edge to come off, because there's not much paint left up there. I'm a little worried about that. We got some paint on the table we can use. I think we probably needed more paint for this size canvas. This is a, let me think for a minute. Or we could just get the ruler out while we're waiting. This is a 10 by 20. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We're probably going to have to use some kind of catcher to keep it from, because it's all going to pour off there and not off to the sides. Okay, I don't want to go too far. So let's set this down, maybe a little off center for a minute, but I want to pick that up and put it down on the canvas. Hopefully it'll pull it off and be happy. Be a happy little painting. It definitely turned out pretty and bright. Okay, there's that side. Let's get some on the other side here. Sorry if my hand is getting in the way. But if you paint pour, you understand. Sometimes you just gotta dive in. Okay, I think that's about all the paint we've got on the table there. So let's see if we can get this to go off in all directions. Bring it back a little bit, maybe that'll help. Not too fast, not too fast. This is going to end up being kind of wonky, I think. If we could just cut out the center of the canvas, that would be cool. And with these pours, like tree ring pour almost, except you're not going around in circles, I think they look better when you stretch them out anyway. So let's bring it back to the center. We're going to have to go off the corner. I think we're definitely going to need a corner catcher though, because I think if I don't use a corner catcher, I'm going to lose too much paint. I won't have enough paint to pour it off the side. So we might even just use sort of like an edge catcher. I really don't know. Let's leave this up here. Maybe we can save this edge here and get off that corner over there. Maybe. Next time we know, use more paint. For sure. We're losing too much paint. I need a longer edge catcher. Okay, there's that. Let's go back a little bit, see if we can't get off the other corner. I kind of like the way the lines are going all skewed everywhere. Oh, I hope I'm going to have enough paint for this. Let's see if we can save some of that paint. Over here. pull that off. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can go off that other side. Oh man, this is excruciating. I hope we're gonna have enough paint to go off the other end. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, good. Now we just need, oh, that is so, so pretty. Wow, look at that. Okay, probably would help if we put some more paint over on this end here. I really think it would. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I don't know, maybe not. Let's just pour it down, see what happens. You see the whole thing shifting right on that side. I definitely like these these ready mixed paint pouring paints better now that I've mixed them with a little bit of tube paint. I'm really curious how they will do with like a regular pour with some silicone in them. I hear, oh, there's a lot of paint going off on that side. We need that paint. Losing all the paint. We still have a beautiful painting, I think. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Off that corner. There we go. Okay. Now bring it back so we can bring it off of the other corner. Let's bring it down so we can kind of hopefully save a little bit of that. Okay, let's put some of this paint over on the other side. We have plenty to share here. Keep my hand off of, I got my other hand hanging over the painting like a drip on it, so let's not do that. There we go. That's a good amount of paint. That should help bring it off that corner. And I can see by there, we don't have the whole corner covered, so. There we go. You would never even notice that. Not in a million years. Okay, let's see if we can't get it off this corner. I know some of you have probably fast forwarded by now. That's okay. I would have too if I was watching this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Almost, 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 almost. We're almost there. I'd like to get it off there before we lose too much of that. There we go. Okay. Let's bring it back a little bit because we've got that sort of massive blue area. See if we can bring it back a little bit. Just because the lines are all wonky, I want them to be wonky, sort of symmetrically, if you will. A little bit more, I think. A little bit more. I can't even see if it's moving. I think the top is a little bit. Okay, I think that's almost balanced for me. A little bit more. Man, if I cut this up, it would make such pretty pendants. So if you guys want to save this painting, somebody has to buy it. Otherwise, I'll cut it up for pendants. Okay, look at that. I think our experiment worked pretty well. Let's get these gloves off before I drip into my painting. Lord knows I'm really bad about that. Okay. There we go. Probably need to... Let's make sure you guys are still in focus. Okay, good. We are. Yay. Okay. I'm really happy with this one. I'm going to scrape the bottom. Just to get, the drips out of the way. Ooh, I must have touched it on that side. Let's move that over. Although I don't think this paint's going anywhere. Nowhere. That bothers me. But you can't see it. So. Okay. Let's take a quick torch over it. Get some air bubbles out of there. Which will probably bring up some little teeny tiny specks, Wouldn't exactly call them cells, but this thicker paint, holds the air bubbles better. And since I just mixed them this morning, it's gonna have quite a few air bubbles in it. Okay, there we go. Let's get you down. Okay, look how pretty all the lines are. We didn't have too much mixing of paint, which is what I'm really happy about. Now, if I had just used those, look at all the different rainbow lines. If I had just used the pour paint directly out of those bottles, it would have mixed. And you wouldn't see nearly as many bright colors. It would have all been sort of not quite muddy, I don't think, but just, for me, not as pretty. Oops, went out of focus, sorry. So I'm going to get you back in focus. There we go. Just lots and lots of pretty lines. And you can see they went over the edge nicely. Very pretty. That's pretty where the orange and yellow sort of go into the blue, and there's that turquoise kind of washy. And we still have a few fingers left in there. There's the center. Alright, I'm definitely going to call this one a success. Okay, so if you purchased ready mixed pour paint and you don't care for the outcome, try mixing it with just a little bit of tube paint that's real thick. Don't use the craft paint, I think that would still be too thin. But try mixing it with some of the tube paint. Now, I used all Artist Loft products, so that also may make a difference in your outcome. Sometimes when you mix different paints together, the drying time is different and it can cause problems. Now, I've rarely had a problem mixing 2 or 3 different brands of paint together, but there is that possibility, so just be aware of that. So I hope wherever you guys are, you're happy and healthy and taking care of each other, and I hope you all enjoyed this painting, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. Those of you who watch the videos all the way through and you watch the ads for me, or you donate to my PayPal link, my channel through my PayPal link, greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you all. And all the wonderful comments from around the world. Those are always exciting to read. Thank you so very much. And wherever you're on the planet, I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. See you later. Bye.